Podcast. This is your host, Ed Oliver. Another rough night for the Washington Wizards. We have lost four in a row. Four in a row now. We get blown out again. This is a trend now, and it's been rough for the Washington Wizards. We are now 15-15 after a hot 10-3 start. It's been rough for the Wiz. I mean, I was bullish on this team and thought we could get to 50 wins, and I've been bamboozled and hoodwinked. And in this episode, we're just going to talk about how bad this game went, this West Coast road trip that is still not over yet. We'll just get to what went wrong and where we stack up in the Eastern Conference and how can we fix this? What are the problems with this team? So let's get into it, guys.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's going on again? This is your host, Ed Oliver, the real Ed Oliver. You can follow me on Twitter at EDTOOFLAWT. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Locked On Wizards podcast on wherever you can find a podcast. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to Locked On Wizards. Thanks for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. We are free and available on all platforms. This episode is brought to you by Truebill. Truebill is the new app that saves you money by helping you identify and stop paying for the subscriptions you don't want or need, and can even negotiate better deals on those you want to keep. All right, so I don't even know where to start. I mean, this one is you don't really have to go in depth with this one. I mean, the Suns are the better team. To be honest, I think we all knew that going in. They're just playing better basketball. They're 23-5. We're 15-15. They had a 17-game win streak at one time. Chris Paul, he just taught us a lesson. He made it look easy. Every time he got into the paint, he would cross us up, pick and roll. JaVale McGee, the JaVale-evator. JaVale McGee has 17 and 8. And my bold prediction, I said this last night, that he was going to have a double-double. He was very close to that. They dominated us in rebounding. They out-rebounded us 47-32. Let me look at points in the paint. They had 58, and we had 50. So we almost gave up 60 points in the paint once again. We did not shoot the ball well from the free throw line. We were 63% from the free throw line. They were 96% from the free throw line. They got 26. And then our starters combined, other than Bradley Beal, our starters combined for 24 points, 12 boards, and 5 assists. So we didn't get much from the other guys. Kuzma, he's battling coming back from health and safety protocols. He hasn't really played well in the first two games that he's come back. And Daniel Gafford just had a rough game tonight, man. This was his worst game that I've ever seen him play as a Washington Wizard. He just looked off tonight. And I'm a Daniel Gafford stan, but he just did not have it tonight. 0 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and he didn't even get in foul trouble tonight. That's the thing. He didn't even get in foul trouble. Had one block, was a -12. Kyle Kuzma was a -33 tonight. He did not have 4 points from him. Aaron Holiday, he tried his best, 11 points. KCP had 9, so we just didn't get much from anybody else tonight. But Aaron Holiday, he tried. In that first half, once again, it looked promising. We were down by 3, 51-48 at one point. In the second quarter, it looked like we had a chance to come back. And Deni was playing well. He was making some nice passes. He hit a 3, was running and pushing the pace on a fast break, had a nice pass. And Wes Unseld Jr. took him out for Kyle Kuzma, and Kyle Kuzma did not have it tonight. So some of that is on Wes Unseld Jr., learning the rotations, when to take guys out, when to give guys more playing time. I thought Deni deserved some more playing time. I think, honestly, it just wasn't Gafford's night. I think Montrez deserved some more playing time tonight. And there's been nights where it hasn't been Montrez's night, where, he just hasn't matched up well. The Jazz game, he didn't match up well against Hassan Whiteside. And Rudy Gobert and Daniel Gafford matched up better against those guys. I think Montrez just brought more energy tonight and was the better option than what Daniel Gafford gave us tonight. Bradley Beal, he tried, but once again, him just being that number one guy on the team, it's been yet to be seen to be a number one option on a championship team or a playoff contender is yet to be seen. And we're missing free throws. We're hurting ourselves. We're not playing good ball. We cannot defend the pick and roll at all. Ever since the 10-3 start, we're like 27th in defensive rating. We cannot guard a pick and roll. Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton, they get to spots wherever they want to get to. Cameron Payne did whatever he felt like doing, get to the basket, floaters and jumpers and everything. Cam Johnson, same thing. Elfrid Payton was able to penetrate and get to the basket. Our point guard play excuse me, is just mediocre. Howell Neto didn't have it tonight either. I mean, he had 11 points. He's trying, but our point guards are just, it's below average point guard play at the moment right now. They're trying. They are giving some more juice and some more effort and some more aggressiveness right now than Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie did not play because he doesn't play on back-to-backs. And I think he just needs to rest until he's really – I don't know if he's fully healthy or not. But right now, Spencer Dinwiddie, when he plays, it's not good. And right now, when he's not playing, it's just not good. So he's not 100%. That just shows you he's not 100% the problem right now. We don't know what it is. We don't get open shot. We don't get easy baskets. We don't get fast break points. We're not good in transition. The Suns, they're fourth in pace. They were able to push the ball, get up and down the court, and run us out of the gym tonight. 118 to 98. This game was not close by any means. It was close in the second quarter a little bit, but they just started to run away with it. And they were able to get to the basket at any point in time. They were able to get to the basket at any point in time. We did not provide much resistance at all. I mean, we get blown out not blown out by Sacramento, but we get dominated by the Sacramento Kings, and we get dominated by the Suns. We get dominated by the Jazz. This is a trend right now, and it's not looking good. I mean, these guys got to look in the mirror and have a gut check and see what has gone wrong since this 10-3 start. Like, what is really going on? Why is the defense regressed so much? Why can't we guard the pick and roll? Why can't we stop anybody from getting to the basket? Why are we not moving the basketball? Davis Bertans got hurt at one point. I don't know what the injury was, but he had 3 points, 1 for 2 from the field, and he played 11 minutes tonight. I thought Corey Kispert gave some effort tonight. He tried, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And Deni had 14 points. He was a +7, and he's not getting playing time. He only played 26 minutes, but a lot of it was in garbage time. We were down by 20 points towards the end. But yeah, it might be time to just look and start developing some guys, start developing that young talent. I think Deni needs some more playing time to develop here. So, but before we do get into some more takeaways here, and Bradley Beal, he threw a pass. I remember we had some mishaps on fast breaks where Bradley Beal threw a pass to Davis Bertans. He just bobbles the ball and drops it. I remember that play. And then also Bradley Beal had a fast break, and he dribbles the ball off his foot, and then he has to pass the ball to KCP out for a 3, and KCP misses the 3. So it's failed fast break attempts like that, easy bashes that we could have had that is really, really, really frustrating for the Washington Wizards. So we got to look in the mirror, man, and this West Coast road trip, man. I don't know if we're going to finish over 500. We're 15-15 now, and it's crazy. We were first in the Eastern Conference, and now we're down to the 7th seed, which actually isn't that bad. But let's get to the Eastern Conference and some other takeaways on this offense and how they can improve. But before we do get to that, this episode is brought to you by Truebill, and we'll get to Truebill. And Truebill is the new app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions you don't need, want, or simply forgot about. On average, people save up to $720 a year with Truebill because companies make subscriptions hard to cancel. Truebill makes it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts, and Truebill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap. And your Truebill concierge is there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions so you don't have to. Truebill has over 2 million users and help save them over $100 million. Don't fall for subscription scams. Start canceling today at Truebill.com/LockedOnNBA. Go right now, Truebill.com/LockedOnNBA. It could save you thousands a year. Truebill.com/LockedOnNBA. So right now the Wizards, you look at the standings, we're in 7th place. We're the 7th seed right now. We're 15-15. Charlotte, they're 16-14. At the 6th seed, we're tied with the Philadelphia 76ers at 15-15 for the 8th seed, the 9th seed. Us in Atlanta, everybody's at 500. Atlanta's at 500, 14-14. Boston at 14-14. So it's still early in the season to the point where, if you lose a game, you're gonna fall. You could be the 11th seed if you lose a game. Or you could be the 10th seed easily, 10th or 11th. Now, if you win a game, you could be the 7th seed. So everybody is in a 4-way tie for that 10th seed right now. If you're looking at the playoffs right now, the Wizards, they don't look like a playoff team in my opinion. They're struggling right now. They're reeling right now. And I said this last night. They don't look. They really could have lost to the Pistons the other night. and that's how bad it's been. Yeah, it's just been tough. We lost 7 of our last 8 games. We've been down by 25 plus in 3 of our last 4 games, and we just been bad. Free throws were bad tonight. That shows that we weren't focused. I know there were some rumors about the Kings, having tested positive. Actually, it's not a rumor. The Kings tested positive, and I know a lot of the guys were thinking, "Are we really going to have a game tonight?" But you can't think like that. The Suns just came out there and kicked their butts. They did whatever they felt like doing. Chris Paul, he showed why he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. And when you let JaVale McGee get 17 points, 8 boards, it's just inexcusable. Tristan Thompson did the same thing last night. So this is just a trend, man. It's a trend. I feel like I'm watching the same game every night. Missing 3-pointers. We don't shoot the 3-ball well at all. We're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. We don't shoot a lot of threes because we know we can't make them. We were 6 for 21 from the 3-point line, 28%, 12 for 19 from the free throw line, 63% tonight. So we're just not playing good ball right now, to keep it simple and keep it honest. And the trade deadline is February 10th. We're going to have to take that seriously. We're going to have to look at every option and explore. We really are. And we might have to package up some guys and make some trades and make something happen, because right now it's just not working. I don't know if there's a disconnect in the locker room. Guys not getting along, but I see the body language and I see, it's not that upbeat, energy. We're missing Trez's energy. We're not seeing that energy out from Trez like we saw in that 10-3 start where he was MVP candidate. We're not seeing that same guy. Gafford has been inconsistent, to be honest. Corey Kisper's still developing. Deni gets taken out when he gets hot and he gets rolling. Bradley Beal hasn't shot the ball well at all from the 3-point line. He's had career lows in field goal percentage, career lows in 3-point percentage, and a career high in turnovers. He's averaging about 3.4, 3.5 turnovers per game. So, and we don't have a legitimate point guard. I said we don't have a quarterback. Chris Paul is a quarterback. I compare him to a quarterback because he's leading the troops and he's, surveying, getting guys open. He's getting DeAndre Ayton open. He's getting Mikal Bridges open. He's getting Cameron Johnson open. We don't have guys that can facilitate and control a game and take over a game. The Washington Wizards, we're used to having a point guard that's able to do that every night, and we just don't have it right now. Aaron Holiday, like I said before, he's trying. He tried to push the pace. He tried to be aggressive, and he tried to pick up Chris Paul full court, which is what I like from the beginning. I like that energy that he came out with. Once again, the Suns shot. Let's look at the field. They shot 53% from the field, which is okay. Not as bad as last night, where I want to say the Kings shot like 59% from the field, which is not great. But they still dominated. And they got shots that whatever they felt like doing, to be honest with you. And the end of the quarters, it feels like every time, the end of the first quarter, the end of the second quarter, we let teams go on a run. And we just don't know how to respond. We don't know how to get back. And Wes Unseld Jr., this is a learning experience. He is a rookie head coach, but I think the honeymoon phase is starting to come to an end very quickly. And he's talking about Spencer Dinwiddie wanting to be aggressive. Bradley Beal has been quoted to say that he's played like some shiggity all year. Spencer Dinwiddie talking about the offense as well, and it's just not working right now. There's just a disconnect right now. It's not working. It's really not. So I'm almost speechless with this team. I really am. We're 15-15. We got a long way to go. But yeah, Kuz, I'm gonna need him to step up and play better. I know he's, like I said, he's coming back from the COVID protocols, but I know he's capable. He's more capable of, being creative and getting to the basket and scoring and being more than just a spot up 3-point shooter. So, but yeah, before we get into the X Factor play of the game and who I thought stood out tonight, this episode is brought to you by Built Bar. My favorite flavor is cookies and cream. I usually put it in the microwave. I usually put it in the fridge for about 30 seconds in the microwave just to give it a little zing, just to give it a little pizzazz. This holiday season, grab the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar, or even better than a candy bar. Built Bar filled with so much holiday goodness, rich with decadent flavor, covered in chocolate, but amazingly low in calories, sugar net carbs, and fat, and high in protein. You get the best of both worlds, delicious and healthy. So many flavors, you'll have a hard time choosing. Will you have raspberry or mint brownie, cherry or double chocolate, cookies and cream, or peanut butter brownie? Because it's the season of peace and love, don't bring up your favorite Built Bar flavor at family parties. People are so passionate about their favorite flavor, they'll fight for it, and things could get out of hand. Want to cozy up with something warm? Here's a holiday secret. Dip your Built Bar into a piping hot cup of cocoa. Let it melt a little and give your beverage a bit of that Built Bar flavor. Plus, you'll have a nice melty Built Bar to go with it. Be sure to have a couple of napkins on hand, like some of those marshmallow treats around the holidays. You need to get your hands on Built Bar Puffs. They're light, fluffy, and marshmallowy through and through. Different flavors, all covered in chocolate. Taste so good, you won't believe that they're filled with protein. Go to Built.com, use promo code LOCK15, and get 15% off your order. This episode is also brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline has you covered all season for more props, odds, and lines than ever before. As football season continues the march to the playoffs, BetOnline remains your number one spot for all the sports action this season. Head to our new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use your promo code Locked On to receive your bonus from basketball, football, NHL, boxing, UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline where the game starts. All right, so before we wrap up here, player of the game to me, honestly, it's probably JaVale McGee. He came out with energy, man, and he dominated, man. He hit that spin move on Montrez, got an and one. Or you could really go with Chris Paul. Chris Paul didn't have crazy numbers. He had 12.6 assists and 5 boards, but he was solid. DeAndre Ayton had a double-double with 15 and 10. He dominated when he needed to. Finishing around the rim was a good rim protector for them. And we let Landry Shamet have a couple open threes, too. There was a point where we just had some miscommunication getting back on defense, and Deni was trying to close on the corner, and Landry Shamet was wide open for a three. That's inexcusable. Cannot let that happen. And it's things like that, breakdowns like that did not happen in the 10-3 start that we see consistently happening now. Only thing I can say, I was happy that Jalen Smith had 6 points and 4 boards tonight for the Suns, because he went to Maryland. I'm a Maryland Terps fan, so that's the only positive I really saw from tonight. And Deni playing better, or you're not playing better, but just developing. Deni was 5 for 6 from the field, 14 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. I thought he played well. I thought he played really well. I had the best plus minus on the court. And I know people don't like plus minus, but I thought he had the best plus minus on the court tonight. I thought he had the biggest impact, and he got taken out at the worst time possible. So, and like I said, about Spencer, man, I just think he needs to sit until he's fully healthy, because right now he's just not helping the team. He's hurting the team by him not being aggressive. I know he didn't play tonight, and it's not all his fault. It kind of showed that it's not all his fault. Us losing by 20 points without him. But, he just doesn't look right. And I think the Wizards do need to look into surveying and trading for a point guard if they do want to, make a playoff push. Because they can make the playoffs still. I know it's not looking great. You look at the remaining schedule, and then we'll probably head out. Tonight we play the Jazz on Saturday night at 9 o'clock. We just got beat up on by the Jazz at home. And that's a tough matchup for us with their bigs, Hassan Whiteside and Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell. Then we play the Nets on TNT. We actually have a nationally televised game. We play them on Tuesday night with Kevin Durant and James Harden. So, that's going to be a tough matchup. Then we play the Knicks on Thursday at New York. Then we play the Sixers at home with Joel Embiid. Then we play the Heat at Miami. Then we play the Cavaliers at home. And the Cavaliers are 18-12. The Cavaliers look like one of the better teams. They look like a legitimate top 3 team in the Eastern Conference right now. I'm serious. They look really good. Then after that, we play the Bulls at home. They've been hit by the virus pretty badly. They got some guys out. They had to postpone a game. Then we play the Hornets at home. So the schedule is not easy at all. It doesn't get easy really until January 3rd. We play the Hornets at home. We always lose to the Hornets, so we can't even say that's easy. Until we play the Rockets at home on January 5th. Then we play the Magic on January 9th and the Thunder on January 11th. And we can't really say those games are easy, to be honest with you. So. The Wizards could fool around and be 15 and 18 or 15 and 19 by the time we play the Rockets. And I'm being serious, unfortunately. So they got to make some changes. They got to move the ball more. They got to get some easier shots. I did see Bradley Beal get some easier shots tonight, but it was still just a struggle offensively for the Washington Wizards. We're just kind of lost out there right now. So it's been a dramatic change from that 10-3 start. It's crazy how far the Wizards have fallen. So defensively and offensively, we're not making free throws. So once again, it just shows that we're not focused right now. But just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell, and hopefully we can put up the dub, man. We haven't put up the dub in 4 games. It feels like a long time. But thanks for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now make your second listen Locked On Bets, your daily one-stop shop for all your gambling needs. Locked On Bets, hosted by your boy Q, with expert analysis and insight from Lee Sterling. It's free and available on all platforms. Thank you guys. Have a good one. And it's still hell